takes the ball low and outside, so he's ahead in the count 1-0. That may be the first time he's been ahead in the count the whole time he's in all the at-bats he's had.
I think it is, besides his one hit by pitch, which still doesn't count. He wasn't ahead in that.
Swings, hits one down toward third, and through for a base hit. Hayden Hunt with his first base hit as a hopper.
Hopper fans, that's a silo single from Hayden Hunt.
Congrats to him for getting that one right there. First hit of college pitching.
Now, see,
and now he's going to have a lot of speed on the
He
bases.
does. He has a lot of speed, and he can really, really put the pressure on the defense here. So let's see what happens with Zach Hampton. Zach's got a good bat, too. He can handle it. Big lead over at first base, though, for Aiden. He better get back quick. He does. Throws a little bit late. He's in the ballgame now. His uniform's dirty. He's turned a double play and has a base hit.
When in doubt, Hunt's going to get his jersey dirty. I mean, obviously he's got a lot of speed, but he's going to measure a 6.6 60 time with a perfect game showcase.
He is gone on the first pitch here. Ball's popped up, though. He's going to have to watch. He's going to go halfway here. Ball coming in on the right. Wind brings the right fielder all the way in. Really, that was a second base pop-up that the wind has blown it all the way back in. And the right fielder, Warren, comes in and makes the play, and back to second quickly, or back to first quickly goes Hunt. So one gone now, and here comes Chance Sweeney. Hayden was almost at second base when that ball was hit.
Took off, and even though he doesn't get the steal, he showed off the lightning on his boots on that one.
Yes, he did. So one away here, man on first. Hunt looks like he's thinking about taking another base. Doesn't go this time. Ball hit into right. It's going to get through. Hunt's going to round second. He's going to head to third, and he'll be there. So a base hit by Chance Sweeney into right field, and Hayden Hunt doing what he does best, running it all the way to third base, and the Hoppers have their first scoring opportunity here.
Now coming to the plate for the Hoppers.
And what a better spot for Dom Hartman to come in right now with a guy 90 feet away looking to tie things up. The Hoppers RBI leader. And this is a perfect spot for you right now.
And he struck out last time, so he's probably looking to make up for that here. Like to see if we could get Sweeney over to second base as well. Get a couple in scoring position here for him. See if he takes this pitch here or maybe just swings at one to give him a chance. And he will try to take second. And they're going to throw down there. They're not going to get Hunt, though, as he stays at third. And now they throw it away. They went trying to get Hunt. Ball bounces off the fence over there, and Hunt slides safely across home plate, head first. And the Hoppers are on the board here as they tie it up 1-1. Sweeney goes all the way to third, and they're going to give an error there.
That's another stolen base. And if you're looking for a steal of a deal,
Look at that. Moving all the way in the third on that is super huge with Hartman at the plate, because right now you're thinking, all right, Hunt comes across, you most likely eliminate the RBI. Then Sweeney with really good vision, realizing I can take off on that as well. They're going to be focused on Hunt, and he moves now 90 feet away.
So the error allows him to move to third. The Hoppers tie it up. And now ball by Hartman is hit into left. It's going to be down for a base hit and an RBI single, and the Hoppers lead 2-1 just like that.
silo single from Dom Hartman.
So Dom adds to his RBI total for the year.
And Dom Hartman with another silo single.
And the Hoppers lead 2-1. Crazy, isn't it? Just 5 minutes ago, the Fulton Railroaders had bases loaded and one out, and things looked horrible. We get a double play, and the next thing you know, we're up 2-1.
It's a beautiful game of baseball
I love
for
it.
you.
That's right.
Everything can flip in a second. It's the beauty that a lot of people love about this game, not having a clock besides the pitch clock now, which is probably a very good addition. But you can. It doesn't matter how much you're down, what situation you're in. You can always find yourself out of it and coming back to win a ball game.
Swing and a miss here from Scheid on, I'm sorry, not, well, it is Scheid, didn't it? The number fooled me again because he's wearing Nick Johnson's number and Nick's wearing Scheidt's number. So, but Scheid swings over top of that one. He grounded out to second his last time up. Hartman at first base. Hoppers lead 2-1. We're in the third. Hartman takes off. Here's the throw down to second. Hartman slides in safely. Ball into center field. Hartman running. And he's going to be safe at third base.
Hopper fans, that's another stolen base for Dom Hartman.
Well, here's the thing for Hartman as he goes into third. I think no matter what, he would have been ruled safe because he ran into the shortstop Thomas Kuhn and would have gone down as interference. And Yeah, so even if they got him over there.
Yeah,
he
I
would've
saw
been
the
safe.
umpire kind of throw his arm up, too, so that may have been what was going on with that. So the Hoppers with a man on third now with one out. 1-1 the count to Connor Scheit. And he rips this one into right for a base hit. It may be more as it's in the gap. He rounds first base. Scheit heading towards second. Ball's misplayed out there in center field, but now it'll be thrown in. And Scheit with a double. And he has an RBI, and the Hoppers lead 3-1 as Hartman comes across.
Go for Scheit, his 8th RBI of the year, his 3rd extra base hit, the first extra base hit that's not a home run for him this year. And, things are clicking. They're finally getting the rhythm and taking it to the Railroaders right now.
4th hit this inning. A single from Hunt, a single from Sweeney, a single from Hartman, and a double from Connor Scheit. Throwing an error by the Fulton Railroaders, and it's 3-1 here. So Nick Johnson will bat for Hoptown. Get into a double play. Well, was part of it. He actually was erased on the double play. That was back in the second inning. He singled his first time up, but Reed Hayes hit a screamer to second base, and Johnson caught in no man land.
Nothing he could have done on that one to get back.
Nope. And the pitch here is swung on. It's a little bit inside. The catcher can't come up with it. And Scheit, good base running, takes third.
Without that one going all the way to the backstop, I would have never expected Connor Scheit to be the guy that takes off.
I know. He got a good read on it, but I'll tell you, I think Sullivan had a hard time finding it. He was trying to get his mask off. It was really under his feet. He only saw it when he kicked it.
And
That's actually a boot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
He actually did boot it. But so Nick Johnson bats here, 0-1 the count. And now Scheit is over at third base for the Hoppers. Outside for ball one.
It just shows Scheit's awareness on the bases, still being ready even though he's not expecting to go at any point.
Correct.
Doesn't go to the backstop and realizes, hey, he doesn't know where it is. I might as well go now and slide in.
And this one's just outside. Boy, I tell you, Lynn really wanted that pitch. 2-1 the count. Johnson trying to keep the Hoppers' big inning going here. He's a 6-man up in this frame. Curveball hit back up the middle. Base hit. RBI single, and the Hoppers score again. They're up now 4-1. Really nice job there by Nick, just taking it right back where it came from.
Happy now that he gets rewarded for his really strong hitting performance as of recent. They're bringing an RBI right there. You grab an extra run for your team, and it kind of emphasizes what he's been doing at the plate the last few games, being the big positive force to get him through some really tough innings.
So Hoptown now leads 4-1. Here comes Reed Hayes up. That one looked like it was going to be a ball, but they call it a strike. Lynn taking his time. Now curveball. He gets Reed to reach. He pops it up down the first base side, but Cameron runs out of room over there at first base. Good hustle there by the right fielder Warren as well. Hoppers lead 4-1. 0-2 the count here to Hayes. We're in the bottom of the third. Not much of a lead over at first. And this one's hit towards shortstop. Big hop, and he bounces away from the shortstop. It was like a super ball out there. It took a wild hop on him right as it got to him. I would think they're going to give him a hit for that.
Now wait the official.
Oh, they're giving him an error.
There it is.
And he's 6. That's a tough one for the shortstop. I guess if he had charged it and caught it before it hit again.
Yeah, probably would have had if he charged it.
Yep.
It did hit off the glove there,
Yep.
so that's probably what they're basing it off of.
Yep.
And, yeah, I mean, it looked like one of those moon balls you see out at a mall or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just took off on him. So first and second now for the Hoppers with one out. Here's Carson Knowles. Carson walked his last time up. He's the 8th man up in this inning for Hoptown. Inside, nearly hit him. He dodges that, gets out of the way. 1-0 the count. Collins going to be calling the next few innings for you after this one. I'll rejoin you later in the game. This one's fouled out of play. And it's 1-1 on Knowles. I kind of feel like Harry Carey, man. You take over, I disappear for a few innings, I come back when it's all said and done, you know.
You know, there's a few teams right now that are still doing that in the MLB. I know the
Yeah.
Reds do it that way with Chris Welsh and I'm blanking on his name right now, Tommy Thrall.
You know, if you do this every night, I would say you probably do need a break or two.
Fair.
It's a grind, isn't it?
Absolutely it is.
Here's one hit into center. And going back on it is Hurlick. He will make the play. Hoptown fakes the tag to third, and throw comes in. It was a good throw from Hurlick. So Knowles flies out to center for the second out here in the third.
Now coming to the plate for the Hoppers, the right fielder, number 4.
Here's Easton Beatty. Beatty struck out his last time up. You know, the power came back on, and the power came on for the Hoppers.
Absolutely did. They've started to light things up left and right. Got the bats going. You know, when one guy gets on, it kind of kickstarts a fire for this team. It really does.
Right now, hitting is contagious. See if Beatty can continue this inning for Hoptown. Lynn gets him to swing at the first offering. Looked like maybe a slider. It's 0-1.
And Lynn's been throwing stuff over the plate, but a few of these he just left dangling out there. And not only are the Hoppers taking the bait, they're stealing the bait away from him and putting it in the gaps.
Checks the runner at second. Comes set. Now pitches in the dirt. And it's 1-1 now to Beatty. Of course, with the power out, I was not able to play that interview I had with Coach Benny, but he's got a couple of guys banged up. That time of year, you get a few of those, but says everybody should be all right. This one's fouled off the end of the bat. It's 1-2. He also was talking about how well this team hits throughout the lineup, and he's right. I mean, you can't take a batter off in this lineup.
That's a very difficult assignment for a pitcher, whether you're starting or coming out of the pen, because I was also thinking about it pregame. I don't know if there's a game the Hoppers don't see a few substitutions every single time, so you're going to be facing not only the guys in the starting lineup, but some really good dudes coming off the bench.
Beatty takes this one outside and evens up the count, 2-2. And they really do look like they have a good time playing together, too. And that's, you know, you got to have it when you're going to be together all the time for the whole summer, for 2 months. Everybody's got to get along. And it looks like they have a pretty good time. And a lot of moving pieces, too. Some people are, you know, their colleges will say, well, you can only play for 2 weeks, or you can only pitch for this many innings, or what have you. Misses here, and it's 3-2. You know, so you've got people going, you got people coming.
I was talking to Hudson Hamilton and Brady Leonard about that last night, and they're just like, yeah, very welcoming group. We just want to have fun with all the guys that are here, and that's what matters. And that, one, I mean, just helps you have a better time, and two, it helps you win ball games.
I think when you get 608 at your game, too, you want to send them home happy. Here's the ball hit high and out of play, and guess what? On the first pitch after a 3-2 count, we had a foul ball. So, Scott Colley, if you're listening, mark that one down.
That was the first one since we said it.
That's correct, yes.
So
we're 1 of 3.
Kind of. The other 2 weren't even strikes, so I'm like not really counting.
You're not counting those? Okay.
No. I think
not
they got
hittable?
in the zone.
They're not hittable. Okay.
Exactly.
3-2 the count on Easton Beatty, the right fielder for the Hoppers tonight. Lynn's pitch, and he hits it into right field. And his counterpart, Caleb Warren, settles underneath and makes it a harder play than it has to be, but does squeeze it. And there's 3 gone. But the Hoppers get 4 runs On 5 hits, there was 2 errors in the inning for Fulton. As we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard, at the end of 3, Hoptown 4 and Fulton 1. Back with more Hoppers baseball after this.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help.
Broadcasting from the batter capital of the world. This is WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, 95.3 The Farm.
Top of the fourth here at Tiger Field. The Hoppers just put up a 4 spot in the 3rd inning. They lead 4-1 over the visiting Fulton Railroaders. Ben Coffin will be at the plate to face Tristan Saputis, whose first pitch way inside for ball 1. That's how we get this inning rolling. It'll be 6-7-8 due up for the Railroaders, looking to now make a comeback after they led, scored 1 run in the 1st inning, and now trail to the Hoppers, who sit in 1st place in the OVL. Next pitch down low at the 2-0 count.
Fulton's had people on base all night, though, including having bases loaded with 1 out in the last inning, and then Hoptown gets out of it with a double play, so they're certainly not dead yet.
Next pitch, fly ball out towards right center field. Chance Sweeney, the center fielder, calls off Beatty, and there's 1 away in the inning. Nice catch out there, and that'll bring up in the 7th spot Chase Cameron.
Good communication out there, too. I thought, to be honest with you, Beatty was going to make that play, and then Sweeney came out of nowhere to make it. That ball was hit a ton. It was way up in the air.
I don't blame you. It kind of seemed like it was more Beatty's ball at first, but Sweeney's got some really good range out there. So he gets to it. 1 out. Cameron in the left-handed box to face the lefty. Standing 5-8 on the mound. Saputis goes with that slider that hits the corner for strike 1.
And there's exactly what you were talking about earlier in the game, where that pitch was a ball the first couple of innings. It's a strike now.
Just keep on expanding as we go. 0-1 is the count. Pitch now to Cameron. Out towards right field, right at Beatty. And he barely has to move. There's 2 outs in the inning.
He was played just right for that one.
Yeah,
he made 2 steps, and that was it.
It was almost too much right at him. He started to move over to it. Like, to my right, to my left, is it back? No, I can just stand right here.
Oh, the left-handed batter, too. That ball was kind of hooking on him. But played him just right.
Well, now in the right-handed box will be Bugs Meadow, the third baseman, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the third baseman, Dom Hartman, facing Saputis, who delivers the first pitch of the at-bat down in the dirt for ball 1.
Bugs Meadow is the first member of the all-OVL, all-name team.
Oh, yeah.
For the summer,
sure. I might need to put that down on my list. The 1-0 is called at the knees for strike 1. I've got a list on my phone that is the all-name team list. I don't think I can read it too much on here. Some of them are very interesting.
I gotcha.
I might need to include him on that.
Got to put Bugs Meadows on there, I think.
1-1 the count. Saputis back to the dish. He gets him swinging, missing at a curveball in the dirt, and he's ahead 1-2 in the count. Yeah, I think Bugs Meadows got to be added here in a minute.
Makes me wonder how he got that nickname.
I'm going to have to ask them 100%. I'm going to have to go up to their head coach or their GM. I need to talk to J.D. Willis and ask about that one. Ground ball over to Hayden Hunt at short. He gobbles it up and throws over the first. It's caught by Scheidt, and he retires the Railroaders in order. 3 up, 3 down as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard Hoppers lead 4-1. We'll be right back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
.3 The Farm.
Bottom of the fourth here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. The Hoptown Hoppers lead 4-1 over the visiting Fulton Railroaders. New pitcher on the mound for the Railroaders. They bring in Ozzie Ramirez from Skyline Community College. He's only thrown once out of the pen so far, gone 2 1/3 against the Henderson Flash only a couple days ago on June 13th. In that outing, he gave up 1 run, though it was unearned, no hits, 3 walks, and also had a strikeout. So a light outing for him, but definitely a solid day. We get started now at the top of the order with Hayden Hunt at the plate as the Hoppers had 9 come up last inning and 4 came across the score.
Yeah, Hayden got it all started. He gets another one.
Yeah, ropes one into right field for a leadoff single on 1 pitch. He's now 2 for 3 with 2 singles on the day.
And I thought that last inning he was able to play a little baseball. You know, it's his nerves were. I mean, you're moving out of high school to this league, and you haven't seen a baseball in a couple of weeks. And baseball can be tough
It's
when
a
you
very tough
haven't
sport.
seen a ball in a while. And now he's got his confidence back, and again he can be dangerous on the base paths.
Definitely settling back in. Ramirez delivers to Hampton. He takes off for a second. It is a called strike. Hayden Hunt slides in. There's his first stolen base in collegiate baseball.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Indiana State is watching this, they're probably just licking their chops at the things that he'll be able to do for them. He was already standing up before the throw ever got down there.
Well, now he's in scoring position for Hampton, who's been hitting .556 with runners in scoring position. A very good average there. The 0-1 misses the outside corner on a fastball. Count evens 1 apiece. Hampton so far has a single and a fly out to right field for a 1-for-2 start. The Hoptown Hoppers Player of the Week is his reigning title right now. The 1-1 from Ramirez. All speed up the right field line, and just goes foul. Hampton is in protest.
I'm in protest too. That ball, it started out in foul territory, but it kind of curved back over the corner of the bag there. That might have been a foul call that was premature anyway. That one had extra bases all over it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was going to go foul. It just kept staying right up the line. Looks like it bounced over first base, which should be ruled a fair ball. Instead, count 1 ball and 2 strikes against Hampton. He's back in the right-handed box as Ramirez sent from the belt fires, and there goes Hampton's swing, and foul tips it back into the glove for a strikeout.
Hampton's better than me. I'd have had to turn back and look at the umpire on that one, because I believe he took a 2-base hit away from him.
Yeah, it would have been an RBI double at the very least. Instead, now 1 out, and Hunt still stands on second. Sweeney's now up. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles on the day. He also has recorded a run. He steps up, trying to add on to the 4-1 lead. Pitch to Sweeney is down at the bottom of the well for ball 1.
I love how Sweeney approaches every at bat. It's the same routine. It's the same thing every time, and he just looks calm and ready to hit the ball when he steps in the batter's box.
A consistent batter. Pitch way outside. There's a 2-0 count. That's the reason he's kind of stuck at the top of the lineup. You've seen him in the 1 spot, the 2 spot, the 3 spot all year so far. Hasn't really moved much from there. And he's batting .300 on the season, 400 with runners in scoring position. Got 12 hits and 40 at-bats coming into the day, so now 14 and 42 at-bats. Pitch upstairs, eye high, and he's in a 3-0 lead. Good hitters count right now.
Yeah, his mental preparation is just really, really good. A lot of people could take lessons from him. He is locked in.
The mental approach kind of comes from way even before the game. The 3-0, it misses, and there's a 4-pitch walk he's on. But, yeah, it starts even before the game, even while he was with the Warhawks as well with Auburn Montgomery. He takes a little bit of time to himself before every game, prays, and just makes sure he's staying grounded, focused before he ever steps out in the field. And that just kind of calms him, lets him just play normally and focus. It also helps that he has his routine out there and doesn't stray from it.
Well, it's paying off for him now for sure.
With 1 out, Dom Hartman is the batter at the dish. First pitch way outside. There's 5 consecutive misses from Ramirez. Hartman's the guy you can't really play with. He's 1 for 2 with a single, grounding a couple of runs.
Hoppers may have something going here. Big lead at second base for Hunt.
Ramirez looks back to him finally. Had it in the last few times. That
Didn't
pitch
go this
misses
time.
again, 2-0.
His lead is huge, and now they're going to bring Phillips over to kind of keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Hunt already showed you that he's willing to take off. Only has the 1 true stolen base so far, but went off a little bit earlier the first time he got on, just had to go back off a few foul balls. The 2-0 pitch is finally called a strike, and Ramirez is finding the zone yet again. Went on a whole exploration in the opposite batter's box, and, well, finally hits the target. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Hoppers lead 4-1 over the Railroaders. Pitch to the plate, Hartman attacks and fouls it out of play on the right side. Count evens 2 apiece.
Remember, Hopper fans, that's our workman's all the glass foul ball.
Dom may have been fooled just a little bit on that one. He kind of bailed out on it a little bit and then just kind of threw his hands out there and got a little stick on it.
Something that pays off when you got 2 strikes of just throwing your hands out there and keeping you alive, hopefully seeing a better pitch. That's one thing you got to do right now when you've got 2 strikes on you. Ramirez, a long look down the barrel to his catcher, Easton Sullivan. He'll finally accept the second sign. Throw to the plate, way outside, and the count runs full.
I really thought they'd try to get Hayden over to third base a little bit sooner than this, but I guess you don't want to run yourself out of an innings too. So
I think it's a mix of you probably do, but with Hartman at the plate, if he puts one out there, you know he's coming around either way. The full count pitch out towards the right side, gets in the right field. Hunt getting the wave sign around third. The throw from the right fielder, Caleb Warren to the plate. Not in time. Hunt's going to score. Sweeney moves in the third, and it's 5-1 Hoppers.
boy, you saw Hunt's wheels there. Is that he had to wait to see if that was going to get into right field, and it was into shallow. And I mean, he really found 5th gear around third base there. Comes in standing up.
There's RBI number 18 of the season from Dom Hartman. And now runners on the corners with 1 out. That'll bring up Connor Scheidt.
Number 24, Connor Scheidt.
And another bat you've got to be careful with. He is all power up there. Scheidt with runners in scoring positions, batting .571. Hasn't had too many guys in scoring position for him so far, so numbers a little offset. But already this inning has been 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Now Scheidt readies in the left-handed box to face the right-handed pitcher, Ozzie Ramirez. From the belt, he fires, and it's down in the dirt, blocked by Sullivan for ball 1. Hartman stays on first. Sweeney remains over on third.
Connor Scheidt does a really good job at the plate. He knows what he's looking for, and he usually works the count into his favor. Looking for something to drive here.
The 1-0 pitch as he takes off for a second. It's a grounder over the second baseman, Phillips, who fields it, flips over the first. He's got him out there, but Sweeney crosses, and there's a 6th run of the ball game.
I think that might have been a hit and run, to be honest with you. He was doing whatever he could to try to get that ball in play. But an RBI.
It counts for him, as Scheit's been having a solid day for him as well. Hartman stands in scoring position on second base with 2 outs away in the inning. That'll bring up Nick Johnson. He's been the hottest bat the last few days. He's 2 for 2 after a 2 for 3 night. Both of his hits today are singles. Has only made it over the second base today, so hasn't been able to move over and come around. Now in the right-handed box to face Ramirez, first pitch, and the opposite batter's box in the dirt for ball 1. Seems like when Ramirez misses, it's not a good miss.
Yeah, he doesn't get close, does he?
No, it is way out there. Behind the count yet again. He hasn't really thrown a first pitch strike much at all today either. Hartman taking a good lead off second. The pitch to Johnson goes with that slider outside for a called strike, paints the corner. Hartman probably not taking off here until he realizes that Ramirez doesn't really look at him much. He's only been looking over once, takes a deep breath, and then pitches like he does again right there, misses upstairs, and it's a 2-1 count. If he does it again, wouldn't be a bad idea for Hartman to go and move over, but again, if Johnson puts one into the outfield, which is one of the only ways you're expecting him to get a base hit right now, Hartman's going to probably score either way.
Running on 2 out, absolutely. 3-1 to count. And I was going to say, for the Hoppers fans out there, 608 tonight. Let's do better on Saturday. We got full count coming in here on Saturday night.
Show them what we're
let's
about.
see if we can get 800. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be incredible.
That's Finney Knopfsinger type numbers right there.
Yeah, it is. It could be a great crowd for 2 really good teams. 3-1, the pitch now to the plate. The Nick Johnson, he'll lift it over on the right side in foul territory. Will it be out of play? And it finally lands in the Fulton bullpen for a foul ball.
Nick was doing his Carlton Fisk. He was just trying to get that thing to get a little farther, a little farther.
Keep pushing it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it over there. The count is now full to Johnson as Hartman's walking back to second. He had rounded third and been halfway home at that point.
Everybody, the second baseman, the first baseman, the right fielder, everybody's trying to get back in their positions.
Ramirez looks down the aisle to Sullivan and does not accept the first sign, accepts the second. From the belt, Hartman takes off. It's outside. Throw down the third. Hartman slides in. Throw goes in the left field. Hartman will easily score, and Johnson will reach on the walk. The score is 7-1 in favor of your Hoptown Hoppers.
And another error there by Fulton as the throw was not even close. Sullivan just airmailed that one out into left field.
Error after error after error, and the Hoppers have capitalized on it. They put up a 3-spot this inning after scoring 4 an inning ago to give them the 7-1 lead. Now Reed Hayes comes up with 2 outs in the inning. Hayes is technically over 2. He lined out to the second baseman, which ended up being a double play. An awkward shot there. He'll swing at the first one, fouled off backwards in an 0-1 hole. He also reached on an error his last time up. It was, pretty 50-50 with the shortstop Thomas Kuhn. He got off the top of his glove. Could have been ruled a hit. They ruled it an error.
I would have given it a hit. That's not the shortstop's fault, other than he didn't charge the ball to try to catch it before it made that second hop.
The type of call you expect to get at home.
Yep.
That pitch in the dirt gets away from Sullivan. Takes a minute to find it. Johnson stays at first, and the count even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hayes, the guy, brought up his story a few times this year. He's transferring to Lansing Community College. He actually interned coming out of his senior year of high school with Fort Wayne Canterbury, where he interned with the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. That pitch right at the knees, a fastball for strike 2. The Tin Caps are a high A affiliate of the San Diego Padres of the Midwest League, and during his time there, he told me, I did a lot of stuff with the promotional team on the field, helping out the in-between inning games, but did a lot of other stuff as well. There's a ground ball to Thomas Kuhn, And the shortstop flips to the second. There is the final out of the inning. Well, let's check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. The Hoppers score 3 on 2 hits and 2 walks. They now lead by 6. It's 7-1 over the Railroaders. We'll be right back with more Hoppers baseball after the break.
Looking to transform your home?
.3 The Farm.
Tristan Sepudis, the starting pitcher for the Hoppers, went 4 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Coming out of the bullpen now, new pitcher for the Hoppers, Andrew Mays, comes in, a recent graduate of Christian County High School. He has thrown twice so far this year. He's gone 5 total innings with a 1.8 ERA, giving up 1 run that's earned on 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 hit by pitches, and 3 strikeouts. He'll face 9 at the top of the order, due up now for the Fulton Railroaders.
Drew knows this mound very well. He pitched for Hoptown for several years before transferring over to Christian County, and got to feel good to be back over here on his old pitching mound.
Yeah, absolutely, he's one of those guys that moved over after Hopkinsville High School. Didn't have a baseball team there, consolidating with Christian County High School to become the Christian County Tigers next year. Again, not the first time either of those schools have consolidated. Christian County was made through the consolidation of 5 rural schools back in 1959. As we're now set, first pitch is right down the middle to begin the at-bat with Matt Herlick. Herlick 0 for 1, had a ground out to the third baseman, Connor Scheidt. Now steps back in the left-handed box. Pitch from the righty Mays out towards left field on a line and right at Reed Hayes for out number 1.
That ball was a line drive. Didn't have to move.
You know, took it for a ride out there, but Reed Hayes is there to receive it. Thomas Kuhn will be the next batter at the top of the order. He's up for the 3rd time today. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He'll be up in the right-handed box. Andrew Mays now set. First pitch. Called strike on a fastball that nails the corner.
Some scores to tell you here. At right now, Madisonville leads Paducah 3-1, and also full count leads Henderson 6-1.
The 0-1 pitch from Mays goes to the slider way outside, evens the count 1 apiece.
Madisonville could use a win in the worst kind of way.
Absolutely, they could. They sit in last place. The Fulton Railroaders sitting in 5th right now. The 1-1 to the plate, high and away, and there's the 2-1 count. Thomas Kuhn from Grenada, Mississippi, plays at Erskine College. He's got a .279 batting average coming into this game. Leads the team with 12 hits, now at 14 after his 2 for 2 start. That's why he's batting in the leadoff spot.
Ooh,
goes
nice.
to that curveball that perfectly falls into the bottom of the zone and evens the count 2-2.
Andrew's got that curveball. It's got a late movement, and it just broke right over the middle of the plate there after starting out at his knee.
Would love to see that pitch right here again. The 2-2 to the plate, goes back to that curveball, and he punches him out with some wizardry. First strikeout for Mays.
Beautiful pitch there from Andrew.
Gosh, that is an amazing pitch right there. That's the first time Kuhn is out, and that brings up Owen Phillips in the 2 spot, who's technically 0 for 0. He's reached both times on the walk.
I saw what you did there, Andrew. Amazing. Mays.
Ooh.
Very good. See, you didn't even know you did it, and you did it.
No, I didn't realize. I didn't even think about it. I'll have to use that at some point. First pitch, the at-bat misses the zone, ball 1. An amazing pitch. There you go.
There you go.
We'll bring that out. Long look in for the side from Mays, and now he accepts it from his catcher, Carson Knowles. The 1-0 to the plate is lifted on the left side. And shallow territory. Dom Hartman giving it a chase, and they're all not going to catch up to it. It was Hartman, Hunt, and Reed Hayes, the left fielder, all going after it. It'll land foul for strike 1. Count even 1-1 to Owen Phillips again, who went 2 for 4 last time we faced the Railroaders on the road. He had a home run over that shallow right field wall. Owen Hutchinson joined us for that game with the Hoppers, and I like the way he described it. He said if you've never been there, the only way you can tell someone about it is if you're trying to create a random stadium on MLB The Show.
That's probably a great way to explain it.
Goes back to that slider inside, and there's a ball. 2-1 is the count. Just barely mishitting Phillips in the box.
Phillips has drawn 2 walks tonight. At least he finally swung the bat a minute ago.
And get the bat off his shoulder. It does not need to be on vacation. Or, you know what, leave it on vacation. Throw it right down the middle.
There you go.
The 2-1 pitch from Mays. He starts to go around, holds up, and he did not hold up in time.
Couldn't do it. That's that curveball again. 2-2 the count. See what we got here.
Mays trying to retire them in order, go 3 up, 3 down. Accepts. Now the 2-2 pitch from the belt to the plate. Swing and missing. There's back-to-back Ks for Mays. 3 up, 3 down go the Railroaders as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Your Hoptown Hoppers lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here at Tiger Field.
With fly and pink eye season.
Playing the greatest country hits of all time. WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville. 95.3 The Farm.
Bottom of the 5th, it'll be Carson Knowles, Easton Beatty, and Hayden Hunt slated to come up to the plate to face Ozzie Ramirez, the pitcher for the Fulton Railroaders. 7-1 is your score in favor of the home Hoppers in front of 608 fans at Tiger Field. Ramirez is set, ready for the first pitch to the righty Knowles. He delivers, and it is there right down the middle for a called strike. Knowles at the plate right now is 0 for 1. He reached on a walk back in the 2nd inning, flew out in the 3rd to center field. The 0-1 pitch from Ramirez, delivered, and it's in the dirt for an even 1-1 count. And Knowles comes from an athletic family. He has a younger sister, Presley Knowles, who won the state championship in her senior year of high school, both in softball and volleyball. So
wow.
2-time state champion in the same school year. Look at that.
That's pretty impressive right there.
The 1-1, way inside, and Knowles gets out of the way. 2-1 is the count. She's also ranks number 3 in the state of Tennessee for the number of digs she's recorded.
Wow.
So she is extremely impressive.
That is.
The 2-1. It's down low, misses downstairs, and there's a 3-1 count. Noel's a good eye, looking for a second walk of the day. He hasn't seen too many pitches so far this summer, but made the most of them. 5 hits on now 12 at-bats after the flyout.
And he hit it a long way his last time up. He drove Herlick way back into the center field.
That pitch misses at the bottom of the well. There's a 5-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the 5th. That brings up Easton Beatty in the 9 spot.
Now coming to the plate.
Beatty's 0-for-2 with a strikeout, a flyout to right field.
Easton Beatty.
Beatty's a guy who would love to turn things around with a hit
Yeah,
right here.
He sure would.
Hasn't had the best of luck.
Wonder if we'll try a little hit and run here. See if we can get some stuff moving.
First pitch on the outside half, called a strike, and he's in an 0-1 spot. He's starting to call that outside portion a whole lot more as this game has progressed. And don't mind it. It's probably right there on the edge. That one's down low, and there's an even 1-1 count. Gone with the fastball the past couple of times. Haven't seen the off-speed in a bit.
No, we haven't. He's working really fast now too. At first he was kind of taking his time, but he's moving a lot faster now.
He was taking a whole bunch of time now. He's chugging right along. Knowles takes off for second. Ground ball over to the third baseman. Scooped up. Throw across over the first. Will get Beatty, but moves Knowles in the scoring position on second base.
Little hit and run there, and that's what you kind of do. Knowles isn't your best steal threat over there, but you move him around, and then he's at second base now. So basically, even though it's a ground out, it looks like a sacrifice.
And now you got a guy who's been red hot today. 2 for 3. It's Hayden Hunt in the leadoff spot. He's got 2 singles, 2 runs. And now a guy in scoring position. First pitch the right-handed hitter sees from Ramirez. He squares around. Bunt right back up to Ramirez in front of him. Catcher picks it up, and there's no throw. He's safe with runners on the corner.
Incredible. Incredible the speed.
Let's hear it for Hayden in the silo of Vincent.
There's now 3 consecutive singles for Hunt. And that brings up Zach Hampson.
Yeah, Hayden is so good at that. He did that a lot in high school baseball. If you haven't been out, if you weren't able to get out and watch University Heights play, he's really, really good at being able to be sneaky with that bunt, and he's got so much speed. It's really difficult.
Starts to be someone getting up and maybe potentially moving in the Fulton bullpen. We'll take an eye on that here soon. But again, it's a two-way from Mary Hardin Baylor. Zach Hampson only recorded 4 RBI so far this season. He squares around as there's a pickoff move over the first. Not in time as Hunt's back in safely. His jersey's near the same color as Fulton's, being brown.
Yeah, it is. He has been on the ground a lot.
He squares around again, pulls back. It's right down the pipe for strike 1.
I think Hunt might have missed a sign there. I think he was supposed to go.
Hampton ready's back in the right-handed box with an 0-1 count. Ramirez set. Long pause. Now leg kick and delivers. Way inside. Hampton gets out of the way. Good stop from Sullivan. Count 1-1. That one got away. You would be shocked if Knowles didn't come around and score from third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of movement on that. Just kept running inside. Nearly got him. Watch Hunt go.
Hunt takes off for a second on the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball way outside. Hunt's not even going to have a contest down there. He's in at second base.
I have him with 4 stolen bases tonight. I don't know what the official count is.
It's ridiculous. Hunt just going all over. 2 balls, 1 strike for Hampton with now 2 men in scoring position. 7-1 is your score in favor of the Hoppers. Pitch just misses the high outside corner, and now it's a 3-1 count. Danger of walking him with Chance Sweeney on deck and Dom Hartman in the hole, and they'll make you pay for that.
They will.
Hoppers coming off their worst loss of the year. It was a run rule in 7 innings against the Henderson Flash, 11-1. Trying to return the favor right now. The 7-1 score and the pitch outside. It misses, and there's another walk. Bases are juice for the Hoppers. And now you got to go through the heart of the order.
Yes, you do.
With only 1 out.
And Sweeney, Hartman, Scheidt, and Johnson have really been tattooing the baseball tonight.
2 for 2 for Sweeney so far today, both singles. He also reached on a walk. He's got 2 runs scored. Another prime opportunity for the Warhawk. First pitch, you'll see the at-bat from Ramirez. He'll swing at it, stamps it out towards center field. Good chase in, and is eventually caught by Matt Hurlick. Knowles will not be able to take off. It was too shallow, and everyone remains where they're at. That was all you could ask for Ramirez on the mound, unfortunately.
Man, I wish he'd given it a little more time to get a better pitch to hit than that. So we'll leave it up to Hartman.
Very aggressive there at the plate. He's typically aggressive, seeing only about 3 pitches per at-bat this season. Now we'll see Dom Hartman, as you mentioned, also 2 for 3 with 2 singles. His other at-bat was a strikeout swinging back in the first. He's done really well in front of the home fans. It's almost like he was better here with the fans in support of him.
Yeah.
First pitch of the at-bat. He'll go after. Goes into the left field on the ground. They're going to send Hunt around third, going for home. It's bobbled in left field. 2 come across, and it's now 9-1 off the 2 RBI single from Hartman.
How about Dom Hartman tonight? He has been big every time up.
Knowles and Hunt score. Runners on first and second. It's Hampton standing in scoring position. And that'll bring up in the 5 spot Connor Scheidt. And what I would do right now to see him absolutely
crush a
baseball.
I'm with you.
He's due for one. I would love it right now. He's 1 for 3 with a double. 2 ground out to the second baseman, Owen Phillips, as well on his line. First pitch from Ramirez. Lifts it out towards left field and out of play for strike 1.
Dom Hartman tonight, 4 RBIs.
Hartman's racking them up right now. He is, if there wasn't much else going on today from the Hoppers offensively, Hartman was going to find a way to win this one on his own. Scheidt has yet to get a home run since the second game with the Hoppers, where he hit 2 against the Flash at Bill Heath Field. Pickoff move over the second as Hampton started to get a little greedy off second. He's back in safely, no tag. 0-1 still with Scheidt. Nick Johnson on deck if we get to that point. Scheidt's a lefty, battling the righty, Ozzie Ramirez from Skyline Community College. On look in, Scheidt.
Ooh, that's
just
the one he
too
wanted
early.
too.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
He tips it back into the backstop, and he's in an 0-2 spot.
Yeah, he's going to have to choke up now and put something in play, but that's one of the pitches that he would like to see again.
Well, if you're a Hoppers fan, you're saying throw that pitch again. If you're anyone else and you're Ozzie Ramirez, you'd be mistaken.
0-2, this is going to be a waste pitch here. Let's see if he can hold off.
It better be for his sake. The 0-2 with 2 outs and runners on first and second. The pitch to the plate is down in the dirt. Good waste pitch, and there's a 1-2 count.
Still has a chance here. You may see something up high, maybe change his eyesight a little bit.
Wouldn't hate that from a baseball perspective. Wouldn't love it from a Hopper's perspective.
Correct, yes. Something flew, a
Scheidt
bug or
calls.
something flew in his eye. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something kicked up
Like
into him.
A beetle or something flew up there. The lights are on the field now.
The sun's pretty much near fully set at Tiger Field in Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
You know, I was thinking today about if you're playing for Fulton, every road trip is a long trip.
Yeah, it is. They're making a haul out here. They're about
Yeah.
2 hours from here. The 1-2 now to the plate, the Connor Scheidt, right back towards the middle. Hampton jumps over it, but it won't matter as they get the throw over the first in time for the third out. If that would have been a safe play, Hampton would have avoided the out with the collision with the baseball. Instead, we now check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard with the end of the 5th inning. 2 more come across. The Hoppers lead 9-1. We'll be right back in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth with more Hoppers baseball in a moment.
Penny Rail Electric wants to say a big
95.3 The Farm. Playing country favorites for Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and Fort Campbell.
We've made it to the 6th in Game 15 of the summer Ohio Valley League season. Their Hoppers 10-4 record taking on the Fulton Railroaders with a 4-10 record. Hoppers lead 9-1. Andrew Mays still the pitcher. He'll face the heart of the Railroaders order with 3-4-5 due up, starting with their catcher, Easton Sullivan, who's 0-2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center field. Good chance here for Mays as he's got a pretty good lead on the scoreboard. The past few times he's come in, it's been kind of tighter game, so now get some cushion to work with. First pitch, swing and missing for strike one is Sullivan.
Andrew's curveball's really, really good tonight.
The 0-1, swinging and missing again, and there's an 0-2 count. Pitching to Sullivan from Sharon, Tennessee, who just graduated Greenfield High School, committed to play at Delta State. Here comes Mays again.
Ooh.
Misses at the bottom of the well for ball one. Mays went 3 up, 3 down in his first inning of work in the 5th.
He feels really confident with that curveball. He could throw it any time he wants to.
Working quickly, the 1-2 misses high above the letters, and there's an even 2-2 count now to Sullivan. He's been pitching from the stretch even with no runners on, and he's accepting that first sign and ready to deliver as fast as he can. The 2-2 pitch to the plate above the eyes, and the count now full after the 0-2 start.
He's worked himself back to a full count after throwing 2 beautiful pitches to start this batter off.
Don't let it fool you, though. You know he's still coming right at Sullivan with his next pitch. The full count delivery from Andrew Mays right back to him underneath his glove and out towards center field on the ground for a leadoff single.
That's only their 3rd hit of the night.
They have silenced the Railroaders' offensive attempts after they got a leadoff single in this game. That was Thomas Kuhn. He came all the way around and scored after a wild pitch from the starting pitcher, Tristan Saputis. And they've been pretty much shut down and obviously shut out on the scoreboard since. Caleb Warren, the cleanup batter, now up with no outs and a runner on first. He's in the right-handed box. Mays' first pitch, fouled out of play for strike one. Warren's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, also reached on a walk back in the 3rd inning. He's still looking for a hit against the Hoppers. He went 0 for 3 last time they were over in Fulton. But we did reach with 2 walks. High and in, the next pitch on a fastball, misses the zone. Count evens 1-1 to Warren.
Mays is not, he's not worried. He has pitched against some of the best teams in the nation and the state this year for Christian County.
Pitch above the eyes again. Knows can't catch it, but doesn't get too far away from him. Sullivan stays at first base at the 2-1 count.
Colonel's played a couple teams out of Alabama that were nationally ranked. He pitched against one of those, and they've played a really difficult schedule all year.
The 2-1 pitch is a ground ball over the Hampton at second. Flip the Hunt at second base. They get the out there over the first, and they'll twist a double play for 2 outs now in the 6th.
Really nice job. That was another one that just stayed on the ground. I'll tell you, I'm going to give Blake Leach credit for that because this field is in great field condition. That ball was hit hard, stayed on the ground, never even came up. Made it pretty easy for the defense.
Now Ellis Hurt will come up. Hitting from the right side against the righty, Andrew Mays, with 2 outs away in the top of the 6th. Hurt's 0 for 2. He grounded it out to the 3rd baseman as well. It's hit into a double play, 6-4-3 to end the 3rd inning. First pitch he sees from Mays. Inside misses for ball 1. Hurt now plays at Kentucky Westland. He began his career with Trevecca Nazarene, where the starting pitcher for the Hoppers currently attends and plays. The 1-0 in there with a fastball for a called strike. Hurt struggled this summer at a 1.88 batting average. 6 hits on 32 at-bats coming into the game. The 1-1 delivery right down the pipe, and he goes swinging and missing. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you may start seeing Fulton's batters start to ask for time when they get in the box because Mays is working really, really quickly.
I would ask for time right now. I'd get in there and make him get set and then call time right now. Hurt doesn't. Mays is going to have a chance with the 1-2 pitch. It's slapped over on the left side on a rocket and into left field. He'll reach easily with a single. Boy, he got every bit of that
He
baseball.
did. Yeah, that's one you might want to see if it could get it a little more out. See if he had chased it, giving up a 1-2 hit.
Well, not too much damage yet. Ben Kaufman comes up with a runner on first after the second single of the inning. Only 4 hits now for the Railroaders in this game. Kaufman's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He leads the team with 15 of them this summer. Pitch from Mays. Ground ball on the left side again through the 5-6 gap. And there's back-to-back singles and 2 on. Railroaders are eyeing a 2-out rally right now.
Well, we said a little while ago they lead the league in runs with 2 outs.
Absolutely, they do. Again, mostly with their home games, but why not bring it on the road with them? A little chase here as that brings up Chase Cameron. Cameron's 0 for 1. He reached his first time up with a hit by pitch in the second inning. Was the only guy that inning to get on. Mays now set for the stretch. Looks back to second. Now the pitch to the plate is swing and missing on a pitch low in the zone for strike 1.
That's that curveball again. Boy, it just drops right off the table.
Set again. Mays, a couple looks back now from the belt. Pitches. It's right down Broadway for strike 2. 0-2 hole now for the per year Tennessee native, Chase Cameron. As he awaits the next pitch. The 0-2 delivery.
Got him.
And he pulls the string on it for a strikeout swinging. The third K from Andrew Mays will end the top of the 6th. Let's check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown Hoppers lead 9-1, looking to add on a few more when we return on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Bottom of the 6th, the Hoppers lead the Railroaders 9-1. We appreciate having you here and joining us in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth for some Ohio Valley League action on this Wednesday, June 17th evening. Hoppers a good lead right now. They'll see Johnson, Hayes, and Knowles up at the plate this inning to face Ozzie Ramirez, the pitcher for the Railroaders. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch to Johnson right down the middle for strike 1. Well, the Hoppers leading by 8. They're knocking on a door that they were on the wrong side of last night.
They were, weren't they?
Last night they were run ruled 11-1 in 7 innings against the Henderson Flash. The 0-1 pitch is hitting the corner, and there's an 0-2 start to Johnson. If you're unfamiliar with how the Ohio Valley League works, we'll tell you right now. After 7 innings, if you lead by 10 or more runs, then it's over. It's a run rule. Game concludes. 9-1 is the score. 0-2 is the count. That one in the dirt. And it's a 1-2 to Johnson now. And the box, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. He's reached every time he's come up. No one in the bottom portion of the order, though, has been able to move him over. Ramirez working from the stretch.
Nick gets a hit here. He's going to want to keep that number.
He goes swinging, missing, and there's a strikeout. One out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up the left fielder, Reed Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 3. Very unlucky day for him. He's hit into an awkward double play. He reached on an error that was, again, 50-50, and he grounded into a fielder's choice to end an inning last time. He goes fishing after one way out of the zone in a 0-1 spot. You'd see him as soon as that pitch
he was
over.
He wanted it. He wanted it, didn't he?
He was pretty frustrated with that one. Righty on righty matchup again as Ramirez is set. From the belt, he fires. It's high and away with a fastball for ball 1.
In Paducah, Madisonville and Paducah now tied up 3-3. They're in the 8th in that one.
The 1-1 in the dirt in front of the plate. 2-1 is now the count to Reed Hayes, a guy who's had a pretty good eye. He's very aggressive at the beginning of an account, which, I mean, why not? You've got strikes to spare.
Sure.
But as soon as he works up that count a little bit, he makes sure he's selective and goes after the right stuff. The 2-1, it's just below the knees on a fastball, and Hayes is ahead 3-1 against Ramirez. Real good hold. It was close.
Yeah, it was right there. It's tough to let that one go.
And Hayes, the number 9 outfielder in the state of Indiana, graduating high school.
Got him.
There's a strike in the corner, and now the count is full.
Full count and Henderson are in the 6th. Full count leads the Flash 6-3.
And this is a team that Hayes has gone up a few times against. He's 1 for 8 against Fulton this summer. Coming into this game, that pitch misses the corner, runs off the plate, and there's a walk, and Hayes is on for the first time today.
There you go.
He'll get some chance to run out there as Carson Knowles, the catcher, will be next to bat. He is 0 for 1 with 2 walks, so he's been getting on. Just hasn't seen too many strikes.
He did hit a deep fly ball back in the 3rd inning. Caused Hurlick to have to get on his horse.
He'll tip one backwards into the dirt for strike 1. And that one went on a good run. Just
yeah, it did.
Was unfortunate that
the wind was
Hurlick
really
got to it.
blowing that at that time of the game. It was blowing in.
Yeah, it was. Everyone takes a moment to reset as Knowles now steps into the right-handed box to face Ozzy Ramirez. Long look in now, set up from the stretch. So 1 out in the inning, the 0-1 delivery. Right at the letters for a called strike. Borderline, but
About
they'll give it to him.
608 here. We're not happy with that call.
They didn't agree, but Cameron Haney, our home plate umpire, will call it a strike, and Knowles behind 0-2. Again, from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, who plays at Vol State Community College. The 0-2 goes with the off-speed, misses the zone. Runner takes off and slides into second with no throw down. There's a stolen base for Reed Hayes. Count now 1-2 with a man in scoring position for Knowles.
It was a good pitch to run on. A little bit of a breaking pitch there. It was low and hard to handle there for Easton Sullivan, but a good pitch there to run on for Hayes.
Knowles has done well with guys scoring position. Brought 1 RBI so far this year is against Fulton. Ground ball over to Thomas Kuhn. Hayes takes off for third. No one's covering third. The throw goes over the first, and he'll leg it out for a single. Runners on the corners with 1 out.
That ball wasn't hit hard, and you also had Hayes crossing over into the path of Kuhn. Kind of blocked his eyesight there for a minute. So the Hopper's in business here.
Look at that. He gets on. Now Easton Beatty in the 9th spot comes up with a man 90 feet away and one 270 away over on first base. Did they give that an error? I'm looking at the official. Okay,
no,
it is a single.
hit,
I was looking up, and I was about to say,
no,
it should go down as a single.
There was an error that was put up late after. They actually do have 3 errors, but
yeah,
it was put up on the board late.
I thought they did, but nonetheless, Beatty in the right-handed box to face Ramirez. Swings through the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. Beatty is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out to the third baseman. Ramirez looks in, accepts the first sign. Pickoff move over the first Knowles back in safely.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of a lead there, but you might be looking at something here. Hopper's going to try to do, try to get him into scoring position, stay away from the double play.
Knowles doesn't have a stolen base so far this year, but he does have some speed. Could be trying to move him over, get an awkward throw from Sullivan to bring home the runner on third. Pitch to the plate. Beatty ground ball over in front of the Hoptown dugout for a foul, and he's behind 0-2.
Hopper fans, there's still time to make your way to the concession stand for all your refreshment needs. Be sure.
And that's Reed Hayes who's standing on third base. He got on for the first time today. Or excuse me, it's the second time he's gotten on. The other time he got on with the error. The ball is 2 strikes, 1 out, and a 9-1 lead. Pitch from Ramirez. Beatty leaves in the dirt for a ball. He'll throw up the stop sign as it's blocked by Sullivan and hold Hayes at third.
It's a good waste pitch, though, and it's and Beatty does a good job of not pulling the trigger on that.
Ramirez accepts, is now ready for the 1-2 pitch. Delivers the Beatty. That one's in the dirt again, blocked by Sullivan, and the count even 2-2. Sullivan saved a run back-to-back pitches now.
He has. I would wonder if Ramirez is going to try to run something in under the hands like he did with Knowles, or whether he'll try to get something on the outside corner.
Began the inning with a strikeout, then it's been a walk and a single. The 2-2 pitch, Beatty ground ball foul.
He went up under the hands, but Knowles does a good job of fouling that one off. Spoiled that pitch.
So he stays alive. Beatty following up his Vol State Community College teammate. He's a native of Clinton, Tennessee, where he played at Anderson County High School. Stands 6'1" in the right-handed box. Now ready for the even count pitch. Ramirez set. From the belt, he fires. That one down low, starts to go around, holds off. They'll say he did go around. Drop third strike, so they'll tag him out. Knowles moves into second. And there's now 2 outs.
Good job by Knowles, though. He went on the pitch, so he is in scoring position. But I thought that time that Beatty was able to hold up.
I thought he did too. I really did. Well, now we see the top of the order. Hayden Hunt, the Blazer UHA, who's got 3 singles and 3 runs. He's looking to put his name in for player of the game. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. He's ahead in the count early. That's nice.
He already has my vote for defensive play of the game again with that double play. With the bases loaded, it'd be 2 in a row, wouldn't it?
Twice now that he started at shortstop, and he's.
That's just my vote. That's not everybody's vote, but it was a key moment in the game.
The 1-0 delivery, Hayden Hunt, a dribbler on the left side, is foul. Evens the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Getting committed to play at the next level with the Indiana St. Sycamores and the Missouri Valley Conference.
That's a good conference.
Absolutely.
A lot of good baseball there.
A lot of fun baseball as well. Compete with some really good schools. That conference had a good little tournament to try to determine who would end up making the NCAA tournament.
It was at Murray State.
The 1-1 pitch, Hayden Hunt leaves right down the pipe for strike 2.
Yeah, Hayden might like to have that one back.
That's the one you could have easily ripped out there. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs away. The pitch to Hayden Hunt, off speed, finds the zone, and there's a strikeout looking. That'll end the 6th inning. No runs come across as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown Hoppers lead 9-1. We'll be right back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers. 95.3 The Farm, your home for country's greatest hits.
Top the 7th inning, Hoppers lead the visiting Railroaders 9-1. It's a great crowd and attended 608 here at Tiger Field to take in this game and participate in the Hoppers mascot's Stitch's birthday on National Mascot Day. So a whole bunch of different mascots out here from all over the place in order to celebrate the great event. Well, Hoppers fans were getting what they paid for, a lot of runs and a great game from the Hoppers in response to an ugly outing. They lost 11-1 last night in 7 innings. It'll be 8-9-1 up to face Andrew Mays, the pitcher for the Hoppers.
I talked to Coach Benny before the game, and he said, the mood was good on the way home. They kind of flushed it and got rid of it and focused on today.
Pitch misses high for ball 1. Yeah, it's definitely a game we just got to shake off, move off to the next day, because it's the beauty about baseball. You get to play one day later. They're trying to make up for it. 1-0 the count. Mays delivers to Steven Meadows, and that one's out of play for an even 1-1 count. Bug so far is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. He's batting .233 on the year. He also plays at Ball State Community College, so seeing a few of his Pioneer teammates today.
I bet it's fun to see guys you played with playing with these other teams, and you hadn't seen them all summer, and get to talk to them a little bit.
Swing and missing, 1-2 is the count. It absolutely is. These guys have fun. They meet up pretty much after every single game and chatted up a little bit, asked about how their summers are going. One of his teammates is the catcher, Carson Knowles.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch, swing and missing, and Mays has yet again another punch out to begin the 7th.
Again, the curveball, and he's throwing it whenever he wants it, wherever he wants it.
That's strikeout number 4 already for Andrew Mays, and now 2 1/3 innings of work. He'll see Matt Herlick in the 9th spot, who's also 0 for 2. Again, this team has been near shut out this game. 1 run on 5 hits and 3 runs for the Railroaders on the road here at Tiger Field.
And those 5 hits really are scattered.
He swears down a bunt. It's fair. Hayes will field it. He bobbled it at first and no throw down.
Smart play.
Reach. Yeah.
Smart play, though, because a lot of times you'll see somebody, then they'll try to throw it down there and rush it and throw it into right field, and Andrew didn't have his feet set, so smart play there for Mays.
There you go. The College Wooster player, Herlick, reaches with the single. That'll bring up Thomas Kuhn, the shortstop, at the top of the order for the Railroaders. He's 2 for 3. 2 singles and a strikeout looking. First pitch for Mays. High for ball 1.
Mays gets it up there pretty quickly. He's got a good move, and it's gonna be hard for Herlick to get a good look at him.
The 1-0 pitch is found how to play on the right side. 1-1. He tried gassing him up with that pitch, or the fastball that he was pretty late on with the swing. Now Mays steps off and now toes the rubber again. Looks in for the sign from Knowles. Peeks over at first.
Yeah, not much of a lead over there.
And he's staying tight to the bag right now. Even 1-1 delivery from Mays goes to that off speed that slips out of his hand and misses above the head of Kuhn, and there's a 2-1 count.
Maybe just to think about that for a minute, and I'm going to come back now and throw my devastating curveball to you.
Yeah. Why not? Break one down. Fool him. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball inside is right off the corner. 3-1 is the count. Again with Owen Phillips on deck and Easton Sullivan in the hole. Runner on first and 1 out. 9-1 lead for the Hoptown Hoppers in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Mays. About a couple, 2 levels high upstairs, and there's a 5-pitch walk. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Owen Phillips, the batter. Phillips is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He reached his first 2 times via the walk. So he's got on twice, but
remember, we thought we had him out the first time up, and they said it was a foul ball off his foot.
oh yeah. Well, the straighten one out here. He fouls one backwards for strike 1. If he can get on courtesy of a base hit, you try starting to cut into this deficit with, not too much time to spare. Again, we go to the bottom half the 7th, and the Hoppers, if they score 2 runs, this one's over.
And I think they have 2, 3, and 4 coming up.
Mays, the 0-1 pitch, goes back to that curveball, doesn't break, and it's an even 1-1 count. Yeah, we look over for the Hoppers. They will have 2, 3, 4 at the plate. So you would really benefit from scoring a run or two here. Long look in from Mays. Now finally set from the stretch. The leg kick on the 1-1 pitch goes back to that curveball in the bottom of the zone for a strike. Finally finds it again, and boy, it is beautiful when it's on. Might go back to that.
I was going to say, you may see that again.
A disgusting pitch, a 1-2 count with runners on first and second. Mays delivers. It's a check swing, and it's fouled off to the left side.
He ruined a good pitch there because that was a fastball in that outside corner. Just got a piece of it.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with runners on first and second and 1 out in the top of the 7th. The pitch, runner takes off from third. It's a ball, and Knowles loses it on the transfer. No throw down and delayed there. Kuhn takes off for a second, 2 in scoring position with an even 2-2 count.
And more importantly, it takes them out of the double play opportunity there.
A huge
double
move.
steal. Mays is going to have to get a strikeout or something hit in the infield here.
Phillips a chance with 2 in scoring positions, recorded only 5 RBI so far this summer. They really need him to get some here. Mays trying to swipe that opportunity from him. Fires the 2-2 pitch to the plate in the dirt, and the count runs full. Good block from Knowles, though.
You know, I was kind of surprised that Fulton ran on that pitch a little while ago because you have Phillips, a left-handed batter up there. There was really nobody in the way of Knowles. It had a good look at third base.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Mays over on the right side. Liner caught from Hampton. He climbs the ladder, throws it over the second, and there's your double play. They thought they were out of the situation and said Hampton finds a way to say, get out of here. We're going to the bottom of the 7th with an 8-run lead. Let's check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoppers lead 9-1. We'll be right back to see if they can get a run rule on 95.3 The Farm.
It's an
5.3 The Farm.
Just finished the 7th inning stretch here, even though there was technical difficulties with it. All the fans got involved and sang it themselves to make sure it's still delivered at Tiger Field. You know it's been delivering the Hoptown offense. They lead at 9-1. They've looked fantastic. 4 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th inning. Ozzy Ramirez is still the pitcher as we enter the bottom half of the 7th inning, as we'll see 2, 3, 4 due up, beginning with Zach Hampton at the plate. Remember, if the Hoppers score 2 here, they run rule the Railroaders at home for a victory.
And 608 would be very, very happy.
Absolutely.
Also those who are listening at home.
Send them home with some cheery smiles and a very good evening at the ballpark. Well, Hampton now ready in the right-handed box to face the righty. Ramirez Hampton on the day is 1 for 3 with a single, also reached last time on a walk. Hoptown Player of the Week, ready to go in the bottom of the 7th. Ramirez set. He delivers the first pitch, and the opposite batter's box for ball 1. Again with Ramirez, same story as we've seen the past few innings. He's gotten quite a few innings of work out there, but when he misses, boy, it's nowhere near the zone.
Yeah. He has settled in a little bit, though.
Pitch inside, 2-0 count. He has definitely settled in a little bit. Didn't give up any runs in the 6th inning. Got 3 strikeouts to sit down the Hoppers. They had a chance with 2 on. And 2-0 pitch to Hampton. He swings that at chopper over the Coon at short. Takes it off the second hop. Throw over the first and beats Hampton by a step for out number 1.
I'm sure Coon's like, where was that a while ago? Because that one was a natural hop.
Natural hop. I'm sure he was thinking, thank goodness I got the out there. I'm sure he was holding his breath thinking, please don't bounce high, please
that's
don't bounce
exactly what
high.
he was thinking, yes.
Sweeney up now for your Hoppers. He is 2 for 3 with a walk as well. His 2 hits are singles. He recorded 2 runs. Hoppers would love another one here. Sweeney lefty. Pitch now from Ramirez out towards center field. Herlick takes a good run in and is camped underneath it, and quickly 2 are away.
That's the second bat in a row that Sweeney swung at the first pitch and popped it up to center.
2 outs out there. That brings up Dom Hartman, the cleanup batter, who's had a fantastic day. Oh, pinch hitter coming up. It's going to be Caden Slaughter in place of Dom Hartman, who was doing great. He was 3 for 4, had 4 RBIs, 2 runs. Caden Slaughter, chance to kind of keep things rolling and show off his bat in front of the 608 in attendance.
Oh.
Well, he won't get too much of a chance. It's a hit by pitch. So you get on, you do your job, but you didn't see much.
Again, what a night. You come in, you eat some seeds, you're over there talking to your friends. Hey, go in and bat, and plunk.
Wear one for us. We got ice in there. Doesn't seem like that one hurt much. Not like it should matter. Well, he'll be followed up by Connor Scheidt, the first baseman, who is 1 for 4. His 3 outs are all ground out, so he's been putting in play, just not finding a hole. Scheidt ready's in the left-handed box with 2 away already in the inning. Pitch from Ramirez. Hits the corner, and there's 1 strike.
Connor he's not going to do much with that anyway.
He's not big on those outside pitches. You give him something middle in, and, well, he'll drive that one a country mile. The 0-1 delivery. Way inside. That's a little bit too far inside. That's a ball as he danced out of the way. I mentioned middle in, but
yeah, that was
not
a little
right
too
at
far
you.
in. That's right.
Not right at you. Count even 1-1 to Connor Scheidt of McCordsville, Indiana. Had a .250 batting average with Indiana Southeast. .368 batting average so far for the Hoppers. He'll swing at one on the outside half. Goes out of play with it. And now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes with Slaughter still standing on first base. At a .538 on base percentage for Connor Scheidt. He's done well with the long ball. Not only this summer, last summer, and this spring as well. The 1-2 pitch to Scheidt on the inside half. He drills it on the right side, but foul. That got off the bat in a hurry.
It sure did. And a good jump there from Slaughter, too. If that had got down the line there, he might have scored on it.
I think Slaughter would have. He's got some good speed as well.
Final in from Paducah. They come back and they beat Madisonville 4-3.
Wow. That's a tough one for Madisonville.
Yeah, it is.
They'll still remain in last place now with a record of 3-11. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Ramirez, found out of play again. Count will remain 1-2 to Scheidt.
Scheidt got to be careful here. Watch for something breaking out of the zone. Maybe even something high. See if you can get him to swing at something up high.
1-2, leg kick to the plate in the dirt. Sullivan keeps it near him, and Slaughter remains at first base. 2-2 is the count. Deuce is winding on the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs and a runner on first. Scheidt would technically represent the walk-off winning run in run rule fashion. If there's a 2-out rally, that is true for the Hoppers. Way outside, the count now full to Scheidt.
You know, I think Fulton was ready to give up on Ramirez, but he's come along pretty well here. Now they've
got someone
may
warming up
let him
over
go,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely trying to let him just probably finish out this inning at least. The full count delivery. Deep breath, and now it's pitched from Ramirez. He'll slap it out of play on the left side and stay alive at the plate. This is a really good battle right now.
It is. It really is. He has tried getting him out on the breaking ball at his knees. He's tried the outside pitch. He's tried high heat. Connor just keeps fouling it off.
Full count pitch here again. Ramirez to the plate. Scheidt blasts one into the right field shallow portion. It sails over near the line and back in fair territory. Caught by the first baseman, Chase Cameron. And there's the final out of the 7th. Well, they get one on, but nothing moved over as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. We head to the 8th inning, 9-1 lead still for the Hoptown Hoppers over the Fulton Railroaders.
No.
.3 The Farm.
Top of the 8th inning, Hoptown Hoppers lead the Fulton Railroaders 9-1, looking to remain in first place with their 10-4 record. We appreciate having you here on 95.3 The Farm and Hoptown Hoppers TV YouTube stream. The Railroaders, they'll see 3-4-5 due up, looking to make an improbable comeback as they sit 4-10 in 5th place of the Ohio Valley League. It'll be Easton Sullivan, the catcher, getting things started with a 1-for-3 day and a single his last time up. Andrew Mays is still the pitcher for the Hoppers. They do have someone warming up in the bullpen, though. First pitch from Mays. Curveball at bottom of the zone, called strike. Look at that.
Starting him out with what he does best.
Confidence to lead off with the off-speed. That pitch has been phenomenal tonight. The 0-1 fastball out towards right field and will fade out of play. 0-2 now to Sullivan. Boy, would it be amazing if we got the curveball here for a strikeout.
Hey, baseball fans, let's give it up for this year's bat sponsor, Kite Home Design and Lumber.
The leadoff batter, Sullivan, in an 0-2 spot against Andrew Mays. He looks in for the sign from his catcher, Carson Knowles. Accepts and now ready. From the belt, he fires, goes back to that curveball, and it's not there for a strike.
Yeah, that was a little high, and I wondered if that's on purpose. See if he could get him to go for something.
1-2 the count. He's set, ready again. Quickly goes back to the curveball. Ground ball over the Hampton, who's now playing third. Throw over the first in time for out number 1.
Boy, Hampton looks really comfortable at third base, doesn't he?
Absolutely he does, which brings up the point that we were going to say after the first out, or first batter, I should say. Defensive alignment changes. Zach Hampton no longer playing second. He moves over the third. Caden Slaughter goes in to play second base now. Remember, he came in and pinch hit for Dom Hartman, who was playing third. So he'll just slide over Hampton. First
Nice.
pitch, the next at bat, nails the corner for strike one against Caleb Warren. Cleanup batter in the order.
Hit into a double play. They've hit into 3 double plays tonight.
It's incredible. Next pitch, swinging, missing on the outside corner. 0-2 is the count.
He swung at a ball there. Andrew has him completely fooled.
For Warren, 0 for 2. One of those, as you said, the double play ball. You reach on a walk once. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Mays the pitch, and it's a curveball inside and high for ball 1. Break that down a little bit more. Break that down a little bit more.
That may be a setup pitch for what's coming next.
I try to gas him up. The 1-2 pitch from Mays. Found out of play. Count remains with still no one on the bases here in the top of the 8th inning. Hoppers lead 9-1 over the Fulton Railroaders. A perfect night for baseball at Tiger Field.
Next home game Saturday night.
1-2 from Mays. Hive. 2-2. Another one coming up soon. Come out and watch this team who's done really well against tonight. Really good offense, good pitching, great weather, and great entertainment throughout. Long look in for Mays. He'll accept the sign. From the belt, the 2-2 pitch goes back to that curveball in the corner. A majestic curveball again for a strikeout. Mays delivers with it. Now there's 2 outs away. Ellis Hurt will come up. That strikeout has been nothing but pure filth.
Completely locked Warren's knees up there. He had nothing. He was just completely fooled by that pitch.
And Mays has looked the best he has so far this summer, which kind of says a lot. I mean, he hasn't pitched too much so far for the Hoppers, but he looked good in his other 2 outings. First pitch to Hurt goes back to the curveball, bottom of the zone, called strike. My goodness, dude. That is one of the best curveballs we've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Got a kid just graduated high school. And now the 0-1.
Fastball there.
Just missed the zone.
Don't know how that's not.
Yeah, that's one of those I say, I don't know where.
Yeah.
Count, though, even to Ellis Hurt. Pitch, ground ball on the left side. Diving attempt from the shortstop, Hayden Hunt, gets past him in the left field. And there's a 2-out single for Hurt. He's got back-to-back singles now. So with a runner on first and 2 outs, Ben Kaufman, the DH in this game, steps up. He's 1 for 3 with a single his last time up. The follow-up Hurt. And Kaufman's a guy who really needs it. At Montlow State Community College, he had a .318 batting average. Has struggled with the Railroaders with a .188 batting average, and now 15 strikeouts after his 1 today. Pitch he sees from Mays, curveball, bottom of the zone, called strike. He's got that first pitch strike with a curveball.
He does. He's starting them out. Now watch this. This may be the fastball again. It's what's been the pattern.
0-1. We'll see where Knowles lines up. Wouldn't be shocked if it's the outside. He does line up on the outside. He goes back to that curveball. I thought he was going with the fastball.
I
It's a
did
swing
too.
and miss, and it's an 0-2 count.
He broke the pattern a little bit because the last 3 batters he started out with a curve, then came back with the fastball. I'd throw it again. I think he'll chase it.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Mays. Goes back low and misses the zone. 1-2 is the count.
Didn't miss by much.
Love to see that curveball. Come on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 8th. Pitch from Mays goes way upstairs, and there's a ball. Count even 2-2 with a runner on first and 2 outs. Hoppers still lead 9-1. Mays looks in now, set. From the belt, the 2-2 pitch. Way outside, now the count is full. Seems like he's just trying way too hard to hit the corner instead of just trusting himself.
He is, and I think he's beginning to wear out just a little bit.
Trying to get out of the inning. The full count pitch with 2 outs in the 8th. Mays is fouled out of play.
He's a bulldog now. He will go at you.
Keep
He's
attack.
Interesting little thing too. He and Hunt played on a travel team as youngsters, the Cubs, Christian County Cubs, together.
He's a guy too that he'll tell you he likes to go after guys. Like, so what? Whoever's at the plate.
Yeah,
all you can do is throw him strikes and just hope you get him.
So I said he's not intimidated by anybody.
3 balls, 2 strikes again with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. pitch from Mays. Swinging and missing. No, he tipped it. Oh, I thought he missed it. I thought he missed it.
I did too.
I didn't see him hit that one at all. But
He just got a piece of it.
yeah, just cut it off the cap. So he'll stay alive. Mays is going to have to continue the battle. This is probably the last batter he might face. As it looks like no one else is warming up in the bullpen. And again, like you said, Mays is wearing down. He's now thrown 67 pitches. Came out of the pen for Tristan Sapudas. The full count delivery again from Mays. Ground ball over towards Caden Slaughter. Gets it off an awkward hop. Throw over the shite at first. And there's the third out. 9-1 still the score. As we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Only one hit, one strikeout. And the Hoppers go into the bottom half of the inning with an 8-run lead. We'll be right back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm after these messages.
Looking for a personal
The Farm. WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville.
Back now with more Hoptown Hoppers baseball. They lead 9-1 over the visiting Fulton Railroaders, looking to remain in first place of the Ohio Valley League. It's been a great night from the fans, but also from the Hoppers. They've looked good all around again. Kind of feels like they're getting back in the rhythm in this game.
Yeah, it really does. You know, they started off a little slow, but then they got the double play that with the bases loaded there in the second inning, and it really seemed to get them going, and then the bats got hot.
A new pitcher is in for the Railroaders, number 29, Will O'Brien, who's making his fourth appearance at the pen. He's gone 3 1/3 so far this summer, giving up 2 runs, both earned on 3 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Nick Johnson will lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th inning from the righty, O'Brien. He'll work through the windup, takes a deep breath, and now getting ready to deliver the first pitch. Misses way upstairs for ball 1.
Saturday night, as we mentioned earlier, full count going to be here. It's Military Appreciation Night as part of the activities that are going on in that game. Olivet Baptist Church night.
1-0 now working to Nick Johnson. And that one's at the knees with a fastball for a called strike. And a good night for Saturday with Military Appreciation Night. I got to take a moment to give a shout out to my host family and Katie Montoya, who served, went overseas, also helped with a few of the president's first ladies.
Wow.
And, yeah, she's a great person. Thank her and all those who have served for everything they've done. 1-1 pitch, a slow work through the windup, and now on the corner, nails it, and there's a 1-2 count to Johnson. Johnson's batting in the 6th spot. He's got 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout.
Johnson's in a mental game right now, too. He didn't like the last pitch, and he didn't like that one. He said something to the umpire after the second one. And he's fighting himself right now at the plate. See if he can come back here.
Will O'Brien, the 1-2 pitch, off speed outside, and it's a ball. Good hold from Johnson. Good frame, too, from Sullivan, may I add.
Yeah, it was.
Couldn't get it called. So the DH is now stepping back into the box with still life. On deck is Reed Hayes. O'Brien now the 2-2 delivery. Johnson fouls it off.
Good fastball on the outside there. Johnson did a good job just trying to get his bat on it.
And Johnson coming into this game has been one of the hottest bats this week, and he got the third hit of the game back in the second inning, and ever since then everyone else has picked up and said, hey, I want to do that as well.
Yeah, he
I want
got
to get
things
ahead.
rolling, didn't he?
Count still 2-2. O'Brien, the pitch to the plate, off speed, ground ball, and
Ooh.
it's through into right field. A leadoff single for Nick Johnson, his third base hit of the day.
Really good job of hitting there. He stayed back, kept his hands back, and then drove the ball right there in that hole there between first and second.
Beautiful piece of slugging from the DH. That brings up the left fielder, Reed Hayes, who is 0 for 3. He reached last time on a walk. And it looks like Alex McGuire's going to come in and pinch run for Nick Johnson. So that'll do it for his day. Johnson gets on 3 for 4 effort with a walk. A fantastic day. I don't know how we're going to pick a player of the game.
It's going to be difficult, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you right now, we're not even in the post-game show, which you should stick around for after conclusion of this game. Not even there yet, and we're already going to
Dom
struggle with it.
Dom Hartman's making a good play for it,
feel
I'll tell
like
you that.
That's my thought for it
Yeah.
right now. O'Brien now from the stretch to face the righty, Reed Hayes. Throws the first pitch of the at-bat right back up the middle and is bobbled by the second baseman. They get the out at second over the first. Reed Hayes beats it out, and he'll reach on a fielder's choice. That was a great grab from Owen Phillips.
It really was.
Can't believe he got to that.
Ball was hit hard. He was playing him up the middle anyway, but the ball really smashed hard.
I mean, it felt like that one should have been out towards center field.
Yeah.
Phillips was just lucky enough to kind of be closing in already towards second to grab that one. Now the catcher, Carson Knoll, steps up with Reed Hayes standing on first base and 1 out away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch is on the corner for a strike with a fastball.
Fans, there's still time to make your way to the concession stand for half-price burgers and hot dogs. That's
Also
right.
got a feel for McGuire. He comes in the pinch run. Immediately there's a ground ball in
Yeah.
the middle, and he doesn't have a chance of even making it to second.
Yeah. Not even a chance to try to steal the base.
The 0-1. Too far outside to be called. It's a 1-1 count on the fastball again. Carson Knowles, 1 for 2 on the day with 2 walks. He's reached 3 of the 4 times he's come up. He also has come around and had 1 run scored. Will O'Brien, the pitcher, the righty, delivers off speed and
Ooh.
misses
We'll
above
take
the
that.
letters.
We
Ooh.
will certainly take that.
It seemed like it fell back in. Must have broke just too late. Now 2-1 is the count. LeBron looks in the face of Knowles again, who has been doing well with his opportunity. Throw over the first, not in time. Reed back in safely. Knowles did good the last time we were playing the Fulton Railroaders on the road. In total, though, he's gone 3 for 6 against the Railroaders this summer. 2-1 pitch. Just misses the corner. Oh, my. That was another borderline
Yeah,
pitch.
I know.
Could
I
have
don't, know
been
how
called.
you, I don't know how you take it, but we will.
3 balls and 1 strike. Knowles looking like he might get a walk, but got to stay aggressive right now. Can't be looking for it. The pitch to the plate, Knowles goes swinging after 1, and he's way ahead of it as he cannot connect. It's a 3-2 count. Seemed like he was almost too eager for that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Beatty, the man on deck. A full count pitch from Will O'Brien. Leg kick to the plate. Starts to go around, and doesn't matter if he held up in center or not. It's called strike 3. 2 outs with still a runner on first. That'll bring up, looks like a pinch hitter. It is a pinch hitter for your Hoppers. That'll be number 13, Gage Montes. Look at that. That's his first time going to come up to the plate.
Look out. Gage can hit the ball.
Gage has only pitched so far, and we were mentioning in between a break, him and Mays at a Christian County High School both looked really, really good on the mound. Well, now he's going to come up and hit for the first time for the Hoppers. He's committed to plays a 2-way for Freed Hardman. Mostly going to pitch.
Excellent high school baseball player.
Pitch to Gage Montes in the dirt for ball 1.
I'll tell you something else. Gage is one of the nicest kids. I mean,
Oh,
just
yeah.
quiet, just does his job.
The 1-0 delivery. He'll swing after it and foul it backwards. Count evens 1-1. Again, I say it most of the broadcasts he's in, but one of 2 salutatorians for CCHS
is.
this year. So does it well on the field, does it well in the classroom, does it well off the field as well. Just as a person, he's a great dude.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Comes from a great family. His mom played volleyball, softball, basketball. Got a college scholarship to play volleyball.
1-2 the count after a called strike on the corner. Monza settles back into the right-handed box. Love to see him put a swing on this next pitch. Trying to get on with his first at-bat of the summer. The 1-2, a curveball, and falls off the corner for a ball. Count evens 2-2. Monta's done really well on the mound. Has won a 1.42 ERA in 4 appearances. He has earned that one. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Montes stays alive as he fouls that one backwards.
That's another workman's on a glass foul ball. Be sure
How'd you characterize his bat during the high school season?
He was very consistent. He's really smart. He knows to hit behind the runners. You know, a lot of times he could sacrifice. He could do a lot of things at the plate, not just stand up there and swing.
2-2 way outside. You know not to swing after that one.
And he's got a really good eye. Can hit some power, but consistently good.
He's got a full count and his first bit of collegiate action at the plate. On the opposite side of it now, the 2-way ready for the pitch. He'll swing at it and right back into the glove of Sullivan for a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Will O'Brien will end the bottom of the 8th. We check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. The Hoptown Hoppers lead 9-1 at home. We head to the 9th inning looking for win number 11 of the season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
And welcome back to the 9th inning here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson, Colin Carruthers with you, and the Hoppers 3 outs away from picking up their 11th win of the season. And they have a new pitcher out there. And you laugh, but he's not listed. He's not usually a pitcher.
This
but,
is awesome.
Let's hear it. What do you got on him?
The new pitcher, Mark Harmon, the catcher for this team, the catcher for the Midway Eagles, doesn't pitch. I can't wait to ask him the last time he's pitched. But, yeah, I looked down to the bullpen. I was like, I'm not sure who that is. It looked like he was throwing legitimate stuff. It looked like he maybe even had a slider in there. Coming out, we get the number, and, yeah, Mark Harmon out there.
Well, he faces Chase Cameron first, and his first pitch is a blazer right on the outside corner.
The dugout's fired up.
Yes.
I love it. I think they're just feeding off the energy with Harmon in.
He's got a little bit of a submarine look to him. Ball hit out into center field. And easily taken care of out there by Sweeney. And there's one away.
And he went dipped down for that pitch. And, I mean, he's firing in the zone pretty well. You got to give him credit.
So Bugs Meadows bats now for Fulton with 1 out here in the 9th. Appreciate everybody listening to us tonight, and also the 608 that came out in attendance. Curveball in for a strike there.
I'm not going to be able to stop smiling if he goes 3 up, 3 down.
Pitch coming in here, and a swing and miss, and a nice pitch there.
Wow.
That was a nice slider.
That was gorgeous.
And it is 0-2 now
That's
on
someone
Meadows.
who gets the reference. Mark Harmon actually shares the name with an actor at NCIS.
That's right. Submarine pitch there. Got him on the outside corner. What a beautiful pitch.
Are you kidding me?
He's told his college coach, hey, I can pitch if you just let me have a chance.
This is not the Mark Harmon we know of. He's kind of labeled himself as Mr. Clutch. He's had 2 RBIs. Both were go-ahead RBIs for a win. One against the full count rhythm, the other against the Henderson Flash. Now he comes in to shut the door.
Matt Herlick will bat. 1 out left here for the Hoppers before the 11th win of the year. See if Harmon can shut him down here. First pitch swinging, fouls it off.
And I made that joke the first time we played at Fulton. It was game 2 of the year, and Harmon played. I said, yeah, he shares a name with an NCIS actor.
Yeah,
and I figured no one got that, but there you go.
See, Carter's good on that stuff. This one took a little off, hit into at the outfield. Going over on it, Sweeney makes the play, and the Hoppers win it as your boy there put him down 1-2-3.
Yes, he did.
So the Hoppers pick up the win tonight as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. The final 9-1, Hoptown over Fulton. Back with a game recap right after this.
Point 3, The Farm, your home for country's greatest hits.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth on Chick-fil-A night, as a matter of fact. And the Hoppers pick up their 11th win of the year tonight with a 9-1 win over Fulton. Started off a little bit shaky for the Hoppers. They give up 1 in the top of the first, and that was it after that. They turned 3 double plays tonight on defense, and they get 4 runs in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and they go on to win 9-1 tonight. 14 hits for the Hoppers and no errors. Fulton had 1 run, 7 hits, and 3 errors. For the Hoppers tonight, Dom Hartman, 3 for 4 with 4 hits. Hayden Hunt, 3 for 5. He scored 3 runs. 4 RBIs also for Hartman in the ball game. 3 hits for Nick Johnson. He went 3 for 4 tonight with an RBI. So the Hoppers got some good production there. And then Sweeney with 2 hits tonight for Hoptown. So Hoptown goes on to win it 9-1. Also, Saputis is the winning pitcher tonight. He went 4 innings. He struck out 3, walked 3, only gave up 1 run. Andrew Mays came in and pitched really, really well for 4 innings. He struck out 5, only walked 1, gave up 5 hits, and they were just scattered about. And then Harmon finished him off with an inning with 1 strikeout and 1-2-3 inning there in the ninth. So the Hoppers go on to win 9-1. The losing pitcher tonight is Lynn. He pitched 3 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts and a walk. And Ramirez and O'Brien also pitching tonight for the Fulton Railroaders. But Hoptown wins it tonight 9-1. Time to pick out our defensive highlight, which is brought to you by Westside Body Shop, Hopkinsville's trusted name since 1968. Family owned and operated and located at 2505 Fort Campbell Boulevard. Colin, there were a lot of good plays out there tonight. There was 3 double plays turned, but really, I thought one of the plays that turned this game around for Hoptown, with Fulton leading 1-0 in the top of the third, they got bases loaded, and it was a huge play by Hayden Hunt to turn the 6-4-3 double play out there. And after that, Hoptown really got going. So I'm going with Hayden Hunt's double play as our defensive highlight.
I mean, absolutely turn the game around. You're in the top of the third inning, bases loaded. Ellis Hurt comes up, and you turn that double play from Hunt to Hampton over the first with Scheidt. The bottom half of that inning, you score 4 runs.
Yep.
I mean, that absolutely turned the game around.
It really did. So that's our defensive highlight, brought to you by Westside Body Shop, Hopkinsville's trusted name since 1968. Family owned and operated, located at 2505 Fort Campbell Boulevard. Time now to pick our player of the game, and our player of the game is brought to you by Skyline Animal Clinic and Oak Grove Animal Hospital. They support all the area hospitals, athletes, or area schools, athletes, and students. Skyline Animal Clinic has been your source of veterinary care for small animals and livestock since 1956. Call them today for your pet's veterinary needs. So who you got on your player of the game tonight?
I mean, I think we've come to a consensus that pretty much the whole lineup could be included in
absolutely.
this, but we are going with Dom Hartman, who was hitting the
yep.
cleanup spot. He had 3 base hits, 2 runs, 4 RBIs. I think he was kind of the catapult
I think
at
he
the
was.
plate that
Yeah.
really helped that offense go through their lineup. And he was kind of the runs that really shut down any momentum and good feeling that the Railroaders had. They came and got the first run. They're feeling solid. They got some good pitching from Dan Lynn, some solid defense. And I think Hartman's couple of hits and blasts into the gap kind of shut them down and said, you know what, this is our house, and we're here to win this game.
Tell you what, I would give just an honorable mention to Hayden Hunt
Absolutely,
and also
yeah.
to Nick Johnson.
Yes.
A couple of good games there. And even to Saputis, who came in and pitched well. And how about Andrew Mays tonight?
Andrew, oh my gosh, I am gushing over those pitches, especially that curveball. The best we've seen from this summer so far, and I mean, that's saying quite a bit. He looked fantastic. It did not look like he just graduated out of high school. It looked like he's been pitching in college for a year or two and has already developed a very good curveball. Yeah, he came in and did exactly what was asked of him and more so.
So our player of the game tonight, Dom Hartman. That's brought to you by Skyline Animal Clinic and Oak Grove Animal Hospital. They support all our area schools, athletes, and students. Skyline Animal Clinic has been your source of veterinary care for small animals and livestock since 1956. Call them today for your pet's veterinary needs. Colin, any final thoughts for you tonight?
Yeah, just a really good bounce-back win for the Hoppers. You lose a tough one last night. You shake it off and realize this is baseball. It was bound to happen. We've been playing a lot of competitive games, winning a lot of baseball recently. Someone's going to get to us at some point. We're going to have an off night. You just have to respond. How do you respond to it? Well, you come out and you win by 8 runs. I characterize that as a pretty good response out of your team. That's a good one going into a break, and then you got to take on the Chiefs on the road. You've got a really tough stretch coming up.
Couple of scores tonight. He mentioned the Chiefs. Chiefs come back to beat Madisonville 4-3. And how about this? Full count was leading 6-1 over Henderson. They're now trailing 7-6.
Wow.
So Henderson's come back and looking for their 7th straight win tonight in that one. Hoppers win 9-1. They go to 11-4 on the year. Our next Hoppers broadcast Saturday night. It's Military Appreciation Night, Olivet Baptist Church night. Come on out. They'll be taking on the Full Count Rhythm. Here, first pitch at 6:30, airtime set for 6:15 on 95.3 The Farm, 953thefarm.com. For Colin Carruthers, I'm Joe Wilson. Good night, everybody.